probably get a lot of hate for this, but am I the only one who thinks engineers are highly undateable?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Since why do you got to sit there and lie? So I'm just thinking, like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Gosh, if I knew that it was gonna be this hard to date in 2023 or to talk to somebody in 2023, I would have just stayed with my husband. I would have just stayed there and let him pay my bills and kept it pushing. But no, I needed to get out the door because I need to be valued and loved and cared for. And you know, a man just paying bills, that ain't nothing. I can pay my bills. I mean, I still be hitting them up like, hey, can I borrow some money? No.
I am tired of Earth. These people.
So some of you gentlemen prefer to listen to the show rather than watch it. Maybe you're at the gym, maybe you're doing chores around the house. And guys, if you are those people, you are in luck today. Because what we have is a woman who, you know how some women will eat a bar or have a little dessert while they make a TikTok and I whine about it? Where here we are, gentlemen, with a whole last like 2 pounds of food that we're gonna consume while we make this TikTok. Like, this woman, I don't know if she filmed herself at a restaurant. I don't know if this is New Year's Eve, you know, leftovers. But she's got like 2 pounds of food there. And, you know, when you look like this, it's not incidentally that, you know, that's what's happening. Because, you know, if you can't put down the fork to consume 2 pounds, even when you're making a TikTok, let's take this as a horror movie or something like this. You know, try to keep your eyes open. And let's go through this, gentlemen.
So most of you know, I just previously got a divorce from my ex-husband that I was with for 6 years. I decided that I was ready to move on. Big mistake. And I do not mean like it was a mistake not to move on from my husband, because definitely I needed to move on. I decided that I was gonna start making friends. And I just realized, like, why are people so fake? Why do y'all gotta lie? You know, I haven't dated anybody since 2016 because that's when I, you know, 2017, that's when I, you know, got married. So I did not think that it was gonna be like this, but why would I think it would be any different from 2016? Y'all still out here lying, still out here pretending like y'all ain't got wives and baby mamas and children.
Oh, gentlemen, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Why did she break up? Did she mention? Oh, no, she didn't. Well, okay then. You know, we have the usual, I just had to. Why? Nobody knows. She doesn't know. The guy doesn't know. Nobody knows. There are no reasons. She just left. Why? Because she didn't feel well. Why? Well, most probably because she has no pair bonding ability and doesn't know how to keep a man. Yet, somehow, that reflects upon the man. You know, the man is on the losing end of the stick, right? And this is what I think, guys. You can't divorce a guy for no reason and then whine that people in the dating market are lying to you. You lied in the first place, saying that, you know, you're gonna be there till death do its part, and you didn't. So you're the first liar. You started this. You could have avoided all the dating market by staying with a person you promised in front of society, you know, any deity if you believe in it. You promised in front of all of us that you're gonna be there till death do its part, and you didn't. And you ended up things, not because he was beating you, cheating, you know, something catastrophic. No, guys. Because she just wanted something more, right? So if you're the first liar, you know, and you brought this upon yourself, I just couldn't care less if people are lying to you now or not. Just don't care at all. But what do you guys think?
It don't make no sense. Why do you got to sit there and lie? So I'm just thinking, like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Gosh, if I knew that it was gonna be this hard to date in 2023 or to talk to somebody in 2023, I would have just stayed with my husband. I would have just stayed there and let him pay my bills and kept it pushing. But no, I needed to get out the door because I need to be valued and loved and cared for. And you know, a man just paying bills, that ain't nothing. I can pay my bills. I mean, I still be hitting them up like, hey, can I borrow some money? No.
Yeah, guys, you see, so the guy just wasn't enough. Hey man, you had to do better. You had to put more work in. Maybe you had to feed her more, I don't know, but she was unhappy. Hey, you lost her, man. That is what we hear, right? When a divorce occurs, what we most often hear, the narrative is the guy lost her, you know, like he had to do more, like it was in his hands to keep her. Absolutely no, guys. Like, first off, this woman, you can't hold her on your hands. It can't be on your hands. But, you know, jokes aside, you just... Look, if you're with a woman like this, she'll never be satisfied. Never. Never. You can't do it, man. You can bring the moon for her and she'll still be unsatisfied. Now, was the guy perfect? I'm absolutely not saying so. Was she perfect? Well, probably 100 times less perfect than the husband, right? Just, man, I don't know who married this, her, excuse me. But man, you played your cards wrong. Like, I don't care how bad of a self-esteem you have, to marry this woman, which I'm not even talking physically, just, you know, personality-wise, just a horrendous human individual. Manipulative, wants to milk you of your resources. For her, you're an asset, you're a convenience, right? Well, if I knew that it'd be hard now, I wouldn't have divorced him. Well, you know, how convenient, right? It must feel so good to know that you're in some person's life just because you're convenient. Just disgusting, gentlemen.
Only once. But y'all, what do you do? And then you got those men that are out there like, oh, I love BBWs, I love big women. Oh, you got a business. Oh, you doing your own thing. You live by yourself. You got your own car. You doing all this stuff. I love that. You're trying to closet freak me. I am not for that, Jesus. I am not for the streets, and I'm not to be closet freaked. Okay, like, do not do that. Why y'all be closet freaking big girls? It don't even make no sense. If you like big women, you like big women. If you don't, you don't. Why is it so complicated? To be honest, to be sincere, to have integrity, to be humble. Why?
I don't know. You tell me. Right? Just tell me, why was it so hard for you?
Like, I guess I'm just gonna pray my man and my kids in, because, you know, I don't got no kids yet. I'm 32. My clock is ticking. The next person that I talk to, I am praying to God that he will be honest with me. He won't have a girlfriend on the side. I won't be on the side. He won't have no kids or no wife. He won't lie. He just straight up tell me the truth, because I'm a cool female.
What are we doing now? Manifesting? What exactly is happening? This is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, and he'll be 6'2" with no other, you know, previous girlfriends, because, you know, 6.2 feet tall guys just they don't have any girlfriends. You know, what is going on, man?
I can handle the truth. That's the I can handle the truth. Tell me the truth. What are you looking for? When I ask you what you're looking for, and you like, oh, I'm looking for a wife, or I'm looking for somebody I can build my life with, and then you really looking for someone just to have a one-night stand with, or just to play house, and then.
I mean, if you're asking for me, I'm looking for a wife, but you're standing in the way, and I can't see past you.
And not make any commitment. I'm not your girl. Period.
Holy hell, guys! The dream is lost. She's not your girl, period, and she'll never be. Damn, what a big loss, guys. What a big loss. Please raise a hand if this was the biggest loss of the day. Do you feel, you know, crumbling down because you're not gonna have this woman? Hey man, look, it's for your best. I mean, you just will never be able to satisfy her, you know, and you will have your heart broken from seeing her go. But now, guys, just, you know, getting back to reality, I don't... Just imagine in what year we live in, where women like this, no further comments, you know, added, just woman like this, you take your notes, have more options than your normal guy, than your average guy. They are more entitled because of that, right? This woman has more options than many other men, and she's coming from a divorce. You can't make this stuff up, man. What a horrible time to date as a guy, especially in the Western world.
Probably get a lot of hate for this, but am I the only one who thinks engineers are highly undateable? If you've been following along, the guy, remember, with all the plants, my first date post-divorce, he was an engineer. Yeah. We actually ended up seeing each other a few more times over that summer. And one of those other times I was treated to a post-coitus 25-minute explanation of creatine. Needless to say, he covered all the points, and I tried not to fall into a drooling sleep. Another guy gave me a most thorough explanation during our first date of his chocolate making escapades. He made it straight from the bean. Cacao, for those inquiring minds. I had an explanation of why it's called that. And he told me...
Is this supposed to be funny or something? Like, haha, girlies, look at the cringe. Yeah, oh, sorry, madam, for being interesting. You know, if you as a man, try this, okay? Go on a date and don't talk about anything. Like, don't share anything. They'll just sit there like they've crapped their pants, not saying anything. Right? What are you gonna talk about, madam? You're gonna talk about Sex in the City? Or the stupid books that you read about, you know, manifesting and rocks or whatever? You know, leave it to these women, and they can't talk about crap on a date. Yet at the same time, we whine about engineers that have done what you never will, to be honest. Like, you're not a tenth of their level, right? But let's hear the rest of the stupid whine.
How he sourced the right cacao beans, of course, starting with how he researched which cacao beans are the right cacao beans, and how those cacao beans have to be treated to release the proper amount of cacao oil at the right temperature and pressure, and the machinery used for those cacao beans. But the machinery is very big and very expensive. So he, of course, being the astute engineer, MacGyvered his own machinery, naturally.
I mean, what a king. You know, what a king. And he's being so underappreciated. You know, leave him to me. I'd be way happier to have a conversation with this gentleman. You know, hey, that's hell exciting for me, guys. Do you agree? Like, you get to know firsthand how it's done. Like, that's extremely interesting for me. You know, where are you going to get that knowledge otherwise? You know, who is going to tell you about it? This guy, you know, trying to make his own chocolate, I think it was, you know, made firsthand, and he didn't have the machines, which were expensive, and he made them himself. What a king. And we have this stupid woman whose life amounts to nothing, whining about it. You know, but as they say, honey is not made for the donkey's mouth. You know, you're so dumb and stupid that you cannot appreciate the interesting things that he's talking to you, right? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about dolls? You want to talk about, I don't know, shoes? What the hell do you want to talk about?
To replicate the process, and took this long process, and, you know, each minute step he told me about. In the end, he produced 4 bars of chocolate. He spent 3 full days making 4 bars of chocolate that I also learned he could have ordered online to get something close to the quality he achieved.
That's not the point, dumbass. He didn't just want to eat chocolate, right? If he wanted chocolate, he could go to the shop. He just wanted to make something by himself. Like, are you really that dumb and stupid? I cannot believe, gentlemen. Some days I go on the internet and I cannot believe that such stupid people exist, you know, uncultured. Holy hell, man. This woman is giving me hell. Let's finish this nonsense once and for all.
And I also learned that his marriage ended because his wife had cheated on him. And I wonder, I bet the guy's name was Ghirardelli.
Yeah, whatever. Extremely sad. So you get a guy who is extremely interesting, and I don't know nothing about him, right? Know his personality, but I'm just damn sure he deserves way more than you. He didn't deserve for his wife to cheat, right? He doesn't deserve even to have S3X with you. I mean, just pathetic. You're such a bad person to spend time with that honestly you didn't even deserve the S3X. Like, you should be begging on your knees for some male attention, right? You old hag. And instead of being a little grateful that you are a zero in life and you're getting some male attention from people who are way better than you and way more interesting, to be honest. You know, guys, I'm hetero, but when it comes to dating this particular woman, I'd rather date the man. So he explains to me a little about cacao and chocolate making, you know? Just these women, man. So unapologetically dumb and uninteresting, guys. So in this episode, right, to sum it up, we had a woman who waits like 3 men put together, whining that men are not giving enough and leaving a husband behind because, you know, he wasn't interesting. And then we have a woman who is an absolute zero in life, whining that the engineers she dated after her divorce, just were so boring, talking about their engineer stuff, just really annoying. They didn't talk about shoes, they didn't talk about Netflix. And these women, guys, just have more options than the average guy, so make of that what you will. You can be an engineer, you can be creating your own machinery, you can be doing so many exciting things in life, but you're just not going to be appreciated by these dumbasses, right? If you lived, these guys were just born in the wrong century, because if they were born in the 2 centuries ago, women will be thirsty. They will be fighting over a man who can create his own machines and who has knowledge, who is intelligent, who has made it in life. They will be fighting over him, right? But nowadays, you get zero appreciation. It's not even sad. It's straight up disgusting. I'm disgusted by this video. But guys, not to leave the video on a bad note, here's the good part. You don't have to date these women, guys. Let me tell you, a lot of guys, they just want to have a good one-night stand. It's not worth it, man, with these women. Yes, you can use them and dismiss them. It's not worth it, guys. They don't deserve even the they don't deserve even to get clapped, guys, if I have to be honest with you. But thank you for watching, gentlemen. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.